History Civics, Chapter number 6, Directive Principles of State Policy and Fundamental Duties. Let's see first point, Directive Principles. The directive principles are the guidelines issued by the constitution makers to the union and state governments regarding how to achieve the objectives or goals stated in the preamble. The directive principles were included to promote welfare of people and to transfer India into a developed and progressive nation. The directive principles are not binding on the governments, but they are expected to implement these principles slowly and steadily while formulating policies. Let's see important directive principles, and they are: first, to secure adequate means of livelihood to all citizens. Second, to secure equal pay for equal work for men and women. Third, to secure improvement in the public health. Fourth, to protect and improve monuments of environment and wildlife. To promote the educational and economic interests of the weaker sections, especially the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. To offer assistance to unemployed senior citizens and in case of sickness, etc. To secure uniform civil code in the country. Directive principles and fundamental rights are two sides of the same coin, as they create an atmosphere conducive to the growth of democracy. Let's see next, fundamental duties. In order to make the Indian citizens aware of their responsibilities, fundamental duties were included in the Constitution. We should be vigilant about our rights and be willing to perform our duties and responsibilities. The benefits of welfare schemes can reach everyone provided we perform our duties. The Constitution enlists fundamental duties of the citizens. Some of these are: first, to abide by the Constitution and respect the national flag and national anthem. Second, to defend the country and render national service. Third, to protect and improve natural environment. Fourth, to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. Fifth, to preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Sixth, to cherish the noble ideas of the freedom struggle. Seventh, to protect, uphold sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Eighth, to promote harmony, spirit of brotherhood and respect, dignity of women. To develop scientific temper, spirit of inquiry and reform. 10th, to strive towards excellence so that the nation rise to higher levels of achievement. 11th, as a parent and guardian should provide education to child between the age of 6 to 14. Hope you understood our lesson. Thank you.